The House Judiciary Committee Chairman, Jim Jordan, is with us. All right, you sent out these subpoenas, Google, Amazon, Apple, Meta, Microsoft. What are you looking for?
We wanted to be transparent, just like Twitter was. Share us, give us the information. Sean, the most important right we have as American citizens under the First Amendment is our right to speak, our right to communicate in a political fashion and not be attacked, harassed for doing so. You can't share your faith if you can't speak. You can't practice your faith. You can't petition your government. It's the most fundamental liberty we have, and we believe, based on what we've learned from the Twitter files, we believe all of these big tech companies were working with big government to suppress free speech, to suppress Americans' right to communicate, and to communicate on these platforms which are now, in essence, the public square. So that's what we want to know. Who were you talking with? Who in the government was meeting with these these tech platforms? And how was the suppression done? That's what we believe happened. We're looking for the evidence and looking for those communications.
Now, specifically, you want communications between the companies and the executive branch. You want internal company communications discussing communications from the executive branch. Do you expect that what happened with Twitter happened with all these companies? In other words, that they... Go ahead.
Yeah, we do. I mean, we know what Mark Zuckerberg said last summer when he was on Joe Rogan's podcast, so we know that the same kind of setup happened there, specifically relative to the hack and leak operations that they were forecasting, the government was forecasting to these tech platforms that were coming, and how they suppressed the Hunter Biden story. So we think it happened there based on what Mr. Zuckerberg said. But understand, it wasn't just the FBI, it was several government agencies, part of this foreign intelligence task force, who were meeting not just with Twitter, but with all these platforms. And they met weekly in the run-up to the 2020 election, and they've continued to meet in the run-up to the 2022 midterms. So we, again, want to know what took place in these meetings, how they suppressed information, which is what we think happened, just like what they did at Twitter.
And didn't we know from testimony in a case in Missouri that the integrity head, Yoel Roth, had stated, in fact, that the name Hunter Biden, you might be hit with a disinformation campaign about him? Were all the companies told that? I assume that's one of the answers you want?
Yeah, we have like conflicting testimony. We have in the deposition of Elvis Chan in the suit brought by Attorney General Landry and Attorney General Schmidt, now Senator Schmidt, that he says one thing and Yoel Roth says something else. So that's one of the questions we want to get an answer to as well.
In other words, if they were warning him, oh, you might get misinformation about Hunter Biden, the laptop comes out. They had the laptop since December 2019. They were helping the Bidens. This could get very deep. Jim Jordan, thank you, sir.